institution that you can hold and continue to drag until you get something, until they call you and say come for discussion. I think that will give us more, because changes Baba's opinion on how we want to run his things, we just be the same thing. We just need to change the strategy. For me, change the strategy to what is better. Do things that does not involve Baba to sign or to say anything. Do things that is there, that is constitutionally guaranteed for every citizen to do. And that is on the criminal justice. Simple as ABC. We just, we've done the same thing over and over, and we should stop doing it. Let's do something new.
Yeah, aristocrats, you are 100% right with that. Every situation may require a different approach. If we have been doing things through one way and we are falling back on the result that we are getting, so definitely you are right by us using another form of approach. But the form of synergy that we really need in achieving this become so difficult at the level at which we are presently. Because let's be sincere with ourselves, high emotion is getting involved from everywhere. People are not even ready to even listen to the reality more than being sentimental. And the fact is, if we said we want to stay focused on one particular thing, it will be from starting suing those people in the house. And I think that should be one of the general.
Please, again, you are getting it wrong. Don't sue anybody, my brother. Don't sue people. Don't sue anybody. See, please, okay. That is something every one of us have agreed on. Whether you are pro Baba Bobad, you are pro Ya Bobad, you are pro this or that. That is something, even people at Wunmi's end, that is something everyone agreed on. Mm-hmm. That the police have failed in this matter. Yes or no?
Correct.
One thing.
Correct.
Thank you. Now, so for me, there is an agreement. Not on everything, but on that. Now, if we want to go differently, let everybody face that police. You call them for account. You are not going to sue anybody, but your demand, you will now be putting people that you feel, for example, from the Corolla reports and their recommendation, there is negligence of care somewhere. And people still believe that is more, people should give more account. We owe the police. Police, you have the power to call them. We want to see you call them out and call these people back and ask more questions. That is how we need to do it. Because whether we like it or not, the success of this case is determined on the professionalism of the Nigerian police. Then the judicial will set it.
Aristocrat.
But if we are just suing people, you just sue people, you know how long it takes to go to court.
Please, sorry, 1 minute. Is it possible we get court order to compel police to do certain things?
Yes.
Okay, aristocrat, I still want to ask you.
That is loud.
If you said we should not sue.
P0LIC cases.
Aristocrat, if you said we should not sue, I quite understand that. But let's be sincere with ourselves. Let us look at it from the angle that, that we can have this common ground. Everybody know that Nigerian police is not doing what we all expect. This is a state case, and we are not seeing state being active on it. I don't want to go front and back on this, but when we said, we all know that this set of people have been a form of their function on this is not coming out, and we want to do that call out. How we go about it? Let me assume that at this level where we
Baba in charge. In charge.
Please.
Unity, can you please mute?
So if we said that the Nigerian police that we said they have failed, which other institution can we use more than to use a legal way? Because
Oga, maybe you don't understand my point. Maybe you are still not getting my point. See. You know, in Nigeria, even in everywhere, when you go to the judiciary, it has processes. The case is going to last for a long while. And after you do that, even before you finish that, the state, like Nigeria, the Lagos State Ministry of Justice, will have taken Buba's homicide case to a court, and trial might have continued. While you are still battling, we sue, you'll be going to court, they'll be adjoining. And they will probably finish that case and say, we have sent the laws to jail of killing Mohbad, based on what the police have presented. Well, you now come with your judgment, maybe 6 months or 1 year after that has been done. You will now say, you will now go to court again, now compare the state to reopen the matter. You are going a long way. That is what I'm trying to say. Like I said, I didn't say you can't sue people, but I said, let's do it in a different way. Police, as it were today, you cannot get anything. If we say police is bad, it's still to police that you will get judgment to. It is through their evidence that you still get judgment. So what do? Face them head on. In this country, people have faced police head on. That even those things they don't want to bring out, they were compelled to bring it out. People have gone to court and compelled police. There is a judgment of 1996 that in Lagos, that the judge need to compel police to do an investigation on an area that they did not report on. This is part of how it will go. But the case was ongoing. And the case of compelling was going alongside with it. But if we ignore the part of the police that is very, very central in this, we know we have accused the police of systemic incompetency, shielding this, shielding that. We bring it out and we begin to agitate. That is what is constitutionally guaranteed for the citizen. Now, you as a citizen, you now want to sue some people that are in Mohbad's house. When you go to court first, the court will want to determine, number one, if your case is a case issue here. Number two, what is your interest in the case? You see those processes, why you might win them, but they will be delaying your process. But the one that is fast is face the police. We get a lawyer, we look at this thing, we articulate it well, and we begin to face it. That is all I'm saying. I'm just looking at the most effective way, rather than suing. Not that you can't sue people, but everybody we want to sue, as it were. As citizens, we have power to sue police. So if you want to sue police, you can go that route. Maybe part of the way of compelling police to do the right thing. Why we will also be furnishing some details or what people call evidence everywhere to them to check. That is police. Because constitutionally, it is their duty to do it. Police Act have made them, they must do it. This, we are talking of constitution. You get? That is just it for me. I'm not saying nobody can be sued or not be sued. But let's look at what will help us as a people. Whether we are part of the family or not. But as citizens, how we can compel authority to do certain things. That for me is a willing strive. And that is what will help us. If you like, put 100 people and sue them. You will still go to court. They too will come with their lawyers. Their lawyer will argue it. And it will now be determined on the prerogative of the judge and based on the strength of the evidences you produce. Look at Baba Mohbad suing the Attorney General. Maybe when he was suing the Attorney General, everyone said, yes, we will do it. Baba Mohbad is saying, hey, first time in Nigeria, a capital is suing Attorney General. At the end of the day, what comes out? He's dead. So once you have hit a dead rock there, what do you do? But why not go to the one that you will never miss? Because constitutionally, you are guaranteed to deal with those people, to face them, and you continue to talk. That is going to help. While you are doing that, maybe if you have more time, You can now explore, you want to sue, you don't want to sue. I'm just saying the real strength is facing the Nigerian police. And everybody have agreed on that. Whether you are anti-justice, injustice, whether you are justice for justice, whether you are real justice, whether you are Ishorun, it does not matter. Police have not done well. Face the police. I don't think anybody will counter if we should face the police. I don't think so.
No,
if anybody counters that,
going to come against that. Nobody's going to.
Even these people you want to sue, some people will counter the list.
Yeah, aristocrat. Apologies.
Can I come in if it's okay, or I need to hold on for now?
I didn't. You hold on. I'm here before you.
Just a minute about what aristocrat just make mention of. Yeah, facing the police is good, but let me bring us to this. We've seen when Iyabo came up with, staging it with police, they switched to action in a more of, which is quite good. We've seen the stage whereby we see the life of Yomi coming to that level, coming to that stage. But are we still going to more of still more pushing? That's one. If we have to go through that route, well, good. Secondly, on that is, if we are still going to face them through that route, is there any more or better approach? Because right now we can all sense it that this thing is in more of Abuja police, all the stuff, or federal police. So if we are going through that, what's the best other thing that we can do? We have seen
federal police. Federal police is a state matter.
It's a state matter.
It's a state matter.
I know, but you can easily see the way things are moving. So I'm just more of more curious to see how better or best that we can use in calling the police to their responsibility on this. Yeah.
Well, I think Adedoyi can help. Other people should put, but I just feel that one thing every one of us have agreed on is the inability of the police to do the right thing since the beginning of this case. And as citizens, we have rights guaranteed by the Constitution to demand from the government. So if the Constitution have guaranteed us that, we should work in the realm where we have constitutional backing. Not working in a realm where we want to sue on behalf of someone, where local standing principle will be applied. So if you want to kill a monkey, they will say, be like a monkey. Don't be like a monkey. You learn the movement of the monkey. Stick to your gun so that when you shoot, you will not miss. Be like a monkey. You can never be a monkey because you are not a monkey. So you can only study. So he's saying that police is very central in this case. And it's an homicide case. And also, I think people are also getting their effort wrong. Going to the federal all the time. Nobody have call out the commissioner of police or the head of investigation on this matter as much as they be calling the IG. Leave the IG. Focus on, put fire at that person bomb in a way that he will not be comfortable. You can even demand for him to be changed based on this. Because IG have made up to realize that it's a state matter. Now, even the PR that was in Lagos doing that case have been promoted to the federal. A new person is there. If you approach, you say, I want to study the case. I just feel we have a lot of way to engage, but we need to engage the government, and it's going to help us.
Aristocrat, let me come in. Let me come in. Let me ask Aristocrat now. Aristocrat, now, you just say something. Do you remember how many officers that was heading this case that has changed, has promoted and moved from Lagos State? So to me, doing that at the middle of a case is like we need to hold the head of the police force responsible for it. Because when he keep on, removing people that is investigating this case, promote them move them away, bring in another person, obviously the new person that is going to come in will say, oh, give me time, let me study the case and know what the case is doing. By the time that one settled down to know what where the case is going, they will promote him and move him again. So we going to blame the head of the police force, and which is the IG.
Susie, why what you said is very valid, but because of one case in a division, that cannot impede the growth of any officer. So if an officer is promoted, it doesn't stop anything. People will always be promoted. There are many handling. So for me, we just have to look at a more central way. Nigerian police force is still Nigerian police force. As much as we are facing Lagos State, we are also talking to the federal, because it's like that. But whether promotion or low promotion, we can't say because someone is investigating a border case that could be resolved in 5 years, and promotion comes for that person, you deny the person. You can't deny the person promotion. You can't. It's just a system. But that doesn't stop the system to do the right thing. What we should be fighting really is the system, and the system must give us what we want. I just feel we can take the engagement on how to engage police and the state in a more tactical way. How? In a way that people will look at it strategically with the professional, prefer a simple way strategy, and begin to follow it up. But that's one thing we all agree on this matter. We should face the police and demand the right thing.
Okay, aristocrat, let's look at it, because, when we keep making mentioning of police, everybody understands that.
Please, can you permit me to speak for a second?
Oh, yeah, please, go ahead.
I've been sitting here for a while listening.
Please go for it.
First of all, I think I agree with, aristocrat on some issues. And I think he has really done justice to this. So first of all, the case of Mohbad is a case against the state, not individual. Okay? It's a case against the state, not individual. So an individual can report a crime, but you cannot pursue a criminal case. All right? So we need to really understand that. Then when it comes to the police itself, you can sue the police against breach of their contract, breach of their duty or negligence. So aristocrats have said it. You can actually sue the police. So if you feel that the police did not act well in this case, when it comes to the case of Mohbad, you can actually sue them. You can sue them, for the breach of their duty or negligence. Because, first of all, when Mohbad died, they were supposed to safeguard the house, collect evidence, which I'm sure they did not. We were told that people went back and forth, into Mohbad's house. The house was not safeguarded, nothing, they left the house like that. So when you sue the police, just like aristocrat said, I want to back that up, then that will open doors to other investigation in this case. So, and I don't understand the fact, and let me speak on the critical thinkers. I think they've done a wonderful job. Okay, although, yeah, we do know that, if they put this in, and I don't really know why the Sun, did not approve this. Maybe what they should have done, as I've said initially, when I spoke on somebody's platform, was to maybe call them up and let them have a meeting. Okay, well, we don't want this here, we don't want this there. Maybe readjust the list. Maybe that would have helped. Well, we're not in Mr. Loba's shoes. He knows why he doesn't want to do that. But the point is that the public were the one that donated this money for this son to be hired. I don't understand that this is his son. We've all talked about it, this is his son. But who paid for this son to be hired? The public paid for the son to be hired. As much as he doesn't want to deal with the critical thinkers, but the money the public paid for the son to be hired. I'm not going to go in depth into that. But my thing is that the case of Mohbad is the case against the state as it stands. It's not an individual case. You cannot sue the people. You cannot sue individually and and sue them. No, it's against the state, and let the case, take it up. And if the case fails, the police have failed, then take it against the police. Start screaming their names, call them out, call them, scream their names, then that will force them to do the right thing. So I'm going to stop here and let others speak. Thank you.
Am I audible? Sorry, I was saying something before they brought me. So, aristocrat. So what I was trying to say, despite that we don't want to blame the whole Nigerian police force, but when it comes to Mohbad's case, what they are doing is becoming a pattern. You understand? So I'm still going to blame the head of police force. Is aware of what is going on. Why all this sudden transfer? We have 2 officers in this case that has promoted and transfer. Promoted and transfer. So it's becoming a pattern.
Supervise.
We got the news about
Supervise.
past. Well,
Yeah, while they are talking, they must stream with me. Mute, but must stream live.
Oh, okay.
Just stream him, open your camera, stream live, then you can mute. So people can be talking, and if they wanted to talk, they can still talk. Thank you.
Okay.
It's part of it. 2 years of Mohbad.
So am I audible? So, aristocrat, that's where my problem is coming from. Now, I'm going to answer Adedoyi. Adedoyi said there's nothing wrong with that the critical thinker has done a very perfect job there. Now, is President Tinubu present in the house where Mohbad was killed? No. Was Iyabojo present in the house when Mohbad was killed? No. was a very dark man present in the house when Mohbad was killed? No. We have 14 people that were present in the house when what happened to Mohbad. I think their focus should be on that. I can list the name of the people on that list. So to me, that is not the agenda. They did the same thing, and Baba went to court. They had to go and sue the the DPP. At the end of the day, they didn't go anywhere with it. So the list of the people there is still going to result for them throwing the case out of the court. Okay? So for me, I'm not going to give them a kudos for that. Because I don't know what the name of some people is doing in that list. So I'm not going to give them a kudos for that. And that should not even make them, if they are real justice fighter, I don't think they should resign or say, oh, just because Baba Mohbad didn't sign that stuff for them, oh, they are stepping back. No, there are other means. Go another means. Baba don't have to sign those things for you. That means it looks like both of you and Baba Mohbad had a contract. So for me, it's not okay. Am I supporting Baba Mohbad? No. Am I supporting the critical thinker? No. So it's like contract to contract. They forcing Baba Mohbad's hand to do something that he don't want to do. They use another avenue. Use another method. If you are truly for justice fighter, they use another thing, another avenue to pick up your fight and continue with it. So that's the way I look at it. So Aristo, I'm going to still blame the head of the police force on this Mohbad's case. You know where I stand on this case. And everything that is happening on Mohbad's case comes from the top. So despite that we're going to go after the state, we had to go on the top too. Let the top listen to the music that we are singing, and we are going to continue dragging the top. IG, for me, IG is aware, 100% aware of what is going on. So we're going to include the federal government in this case. The federal police in this case, is up to them to say, hey, we are not in this case. But for now, their involvement in this case is a no-no for me. They are not doing the right thing.
See, you are right to add the IG. This is my point. My point is this. If you want to write petition against a commissioner of police, when you write that petition, you will put the governor there in your petition because he's the head of the institution. If you want to write a petition against a commissioner, you will put the IG there. Those are statutory. You understand? But your activism, your efforts should focus more on that commissioner of police. I.e., you do petition against the Lagos State Police Commissioner or Lagos State Command, so to say. You don't go and sit in Abuja. You don't have business in Abuja. The IG already, you've copied him. Sit in that of commission, the command. Go and do your protest there in their front. Be visible. The IG has his tentacle everywhere. He sees it because a copy of your protest has been sent to him. Just like today, if you sue Lagos State Police, maybe you have a case with them, you will put the IG too there. The office of the IG, the office of the commissioner. You will now, suing an office is not suing the person there. You can now go further and put even the name of the person there as part of the respondent. But effort should focus on Lagos State. If someone wants to do hunger strike, do it around Lagos State. Because you are taking their rubbish, you are packing it to their boss table. Don't leave. If you want to give both of them, give them. But don't leave the domiciled command of the situation, which is Lagos State. Which command is investigating this matter? Lagos State. Where is the head of Lagos State Investigation Department? Manti. I said this some time ago. What stop people Baba Mohbad to lead people and get banner and go to pant and say, I want justice for my son. Do a 3-day, 7-day, coming every day in the morning and going. It's part of protest. Hold police responsible. Drag them draggable. But when you are dragging them, you are actually talking about those areas of your concerns and demanding that they do it and give you reports. Now you want them to do it and come and tell the public where they have gotten to. I think this will help more. Sue everybody suable. It's good. But let's just do more of understanding where our strengths are. An area where as citizens we can actually evolve ourselves. I don't think if anybody wants to go and protest against the police not doing their job, you leave Baba to sign on it. He doesn't have to sign. What is his business? You are doing it as a citizen. And that one does not involve him in any way. It doesn't involve him. If you can also sue police as a citizen, I can sue police that the rate of crime in my state is too high. And I'm suing police to come and give me accountable. To come and give me accountability on the activities. As a citizen, you have the right to. You can sue. You can sue a local government chairman if they are not parking the refuse in your street all the time. And you've written them letters and they've not responded. So you can do all that. But these are institutions. And because they have the, constitutional right to do, you can face them. But anytime I hear you want to sue individual, I beg you. You don't need to sue individual, except if it comes in a case of Baba Mohbad want to sue Wunmi, Baba Mohbad want to sue Spending. He can do that on his own. He's a member of the family. But as public, man, a lot of things. Because at the end of the day, police is central in all these things. Police is central. They are really, really central. And they just have to be dragged. If you want to get something, thank you. Even by now, I've said it in the past. Baba Mohbad should even demand for a report on where they are currently on the case of his son. What is the report? These are questions, but we leave it as it is. Everybody do, but everybody can't do the same thing, Sha. But if you are doing one thing in one way, we can't do the same thing over and over and expect different results. It's time they explore other things. Explore things that will bring result. Because from where I start here, aside we just talking about this. AJBK, please mute. Aside that we have been continuously talking about this matter. Imagine if nobody talks about this matter on social media. The case is gone. Nobody will. So we are doing something, and that is a constitutional right that we have as a citizen. And for me, this is just the number key success on this justice for Mohbad. That the discussion about the death of Mohbad is still up and alive. That has been the only central success since this guy died. Every other thing, all these, we go to this, go to that. Nothing, no result. No result. It is only the communication that has been alive. No result, no concrete result. No concrete result. So, I think just high time people just take stock and think deeply and think strategically what you should face. You face all the peripherals, all the attachments, no result. You drag Wunmi, drag that, abuse this, abuse that. Abuse, no, they bring result to. But where should we go to? Police is central. You just begin to do it right, but it's just an opinion of a member of the public. Thank you very much.
Aristocrat. Yeah. Sorry, please. Just 1 minute with Aristocrat, please. Aristocrat, you've spoken well, but I'm trying as much as possible to think about the best way of approaching this with Nigerian police in the real sense of when we look at all the other incidents that have happened, seeing Nigerian police acting on it, and it gives me this concern, like even as Lagos State is concerned, as the first security person of the state, he have called on Nigerian police as Lagos State is concerned, but we didn't see any form of a tangible result coming out from it. So if we, the concerned citizen, want to do that, how do you think we should do that? Is it by calling the same commissioner of police, or please mind me? I'm talking about the office of the commissioner of police of Lagos State, which I believe that either as an individual or as an office, the governor will have tried to do that. The person in the office may be changed, but the office remain. So if someone at the level of a governor have done that, because we can't say that, he's not feeling it of what's happening in my state as the first security person of a state. So are we still going to remain in, I understand we have to, police stuff, all that, but how are we going to do that? All this form of, abusing, cursing, I didn't buy into that or such. But how do you think we can stage this with police that they will be able to listen and heart to our voice? Yeah.
Very much. Let me quickly say this. An executive calling out an authority to do their job is normal thing. You look at the president of Nigeria, when they say there is killing in the north, on 130 people are killed in Zamfara due to bandits, you just say, this thing must stop. We will not tolerate it again. Following day, they will kill another people. It must, the government is talking. They are talking, but talk is not action. Now, that is civil service or public servant talking to public servant and civil service in their end. Now, let's flip it. Lately, when Nigerians say they want increment in their wages, and they began to engage the government, or let's look at ASU. When ASU wants something and they go on strike, that one, they are not doing, we are calling on the government. No, they are acting and telling the government this is what we want and we will stop this and you need to call us to discuss. So when it comes to the citizen, the way the citizen call on authority is different from the way a sitting public servant will call on them, because they are all together. Security matters in Lagos State is still the responsibility of the governor, even though he cannot control the police. But we as citizens, we can always do action. There are citizens' action that we can sit and plan a sequence or simultaneous citizen action on this matter. And don't forget, it is not only Mohbad's case, that is the criminal case being persecuted in Lagos State now. Every day crimes are committed. Crimes are committed daily. So there are a lot of crime. But if it concerns you, the more you talk about it, the more they won't forget about your own issue. Government, Lagos State Police, I'm very sure we have thousands of cases of homicide and murders that they are dealing with. But how are we going to make that of Mohbad one of the ones that they will prioritize? And that has to be with our engagement as citizens. Not because we are family of the dead, but because he is a member of the public that we believe, and the police themselves categorize as homicide, and we believe if it is not checked, it will happen to another member of the public.
ẹ máa jẹ jàre tẹ́ bá jẹ dé.
Jẹ́rí ìgbà tí ìjà ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan táwọn èèyàn ṣe wotowoto request tó wà nsàlẹ̀ ó wọ 20.
Èmi ò tiẹ̀ rí.
Wọ́n fẹ́ wá ẹ wá gbọ́ ìgbà táwa ní wọn ò jà mọ́ wọ́n ti ṣètù wọ́n cancel request wọn wá ń wò.
Orí wọn gbalẹ̀.
Kí ló tó fi jẹ́ pé ibi ìjà láwọn èèyàn máa like.
Stress ìlú.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa tolerate ara wa is very important.
Stress ìlú ìpọ̀.
Ṣé ibi pé wọ́n máa ti máa sáré pera wọn wotowoto ibo ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ kí ló dé. Ẹbí wotowoto lẹ̀ peaceful àwa wà ń bí báyìí love and peace àwa ń bí àtàwọn láti wà ń bí. Mo lè sọ lánàá pé marathon la fẹ́ ṣe ṣó ti yé yìí. Àwọn tó yà bá ti marathon àti mọ́ra wa.
Jọ́ mélòó.
Àmọ́ parí èlé ni.
Blood of Jesus.
Àmọ́ parí èlé ni.
Yes, mommy.
Blood pressure.
Olúwa ṣe lágbo mélòó la máa parí ẹ̀.
You understand? You need to rest. You need to rest. You understand? Anyway, Mr. Aloba, Prophet Carpenter, Baba Mohbad, ọkọ gbogbo wa, baba gbogbo wa, torí Ọlọ́run, ẹ ṣàánú wa. You must get this thing o. Wọ́n lè mú kẹ́ mú wa ta wa o. Ṣé rí bàbá tó ṣe kù bí ojú kìíní yẹn tó ṣe kù bí okùn ẹni tó mú mi ẹran ró, omi ẹran yó, tó ṣe ojú fitifiti bí oko. Ṣé understand? Tó lóun ju fáìlì sẹ́gbẹ̀. Ṣé kò mọ̀ pé gbogbo ayé ẹ̀ lójú sẹ́gbẹ̀ yẹn? Ogun ayé ẹ̀ lójú sẹ́gbẹ̀ o. Torí náà làwa ṣe nìdí, we must get this thing. Ní ẹ mú wa ta wà dẹ̀ ní ẹ mú wo epo wa. Ọlọ́run á fún wa lágbára tá máa fi ṣe. Nǹkan kan lèmi wọ́n fẹ́ kí bàbá Mohbad bá wa rù. Ṣé mo pé gbogbo àtà ń ṣe lálẹ́bí? Alára o. Iye tá a lè fi owó tá a lè fi báwọn ẹbí wa ṣeré, a fi ń bá yín ṣeré. Ṣé understand? Lórí pé kẹ́lẹ̀ ní ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ torí a rí yín ní abiyamọ. Kéèyàn tó lè kan kó lóko tó rèsì ọmọ mẹ́ta. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ṣe bàbá Mohbad nǹkan tí gbogbo wa ṣe gbákùdù tá ṣe tẹ̀lé yín nìyẹn ṣe láwọn tó wá ń yà lọ́nà ṣe mọ̀ pé tí gbogbo wa bá sọ pé à ń lọ sí Nàìjíríà sìn tó bá ní kí gbogbo wa board tá bá kó láti London ṣe ọ̀dẹ̀ táwọn tó bá gbéra láti Amẹ́ríkà tó bá dé Amsterdam wọ́n máa sọ̀kalẹ̀ wọ́n máa pàdé àwọn tó wà London àwọn London náà ti bá wọn ṣe tó bá ti débi kan máa sọ̀kalẹ̀ kí gbogbo wa tó wá dé final destination wa nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí àwọn tó ń gba owó tó ń gbà tí ó tó nǹkan kan tó lọ́ fẹ́ mọ ọmọ yín lọ ìlú òyìnbó òun ló fẹ́ mọ ọmọ yín wá ẹ máa tanra yín is it easy ní ìlú òyìnbó òun is it easy ẹni tó bá wá ìlú òyìnbó ń sì wá ṣerú ni tó bá ti wà rẹ́rú ọ̀hún ṣe understand ibi tẹ bá wà kẹ́ máa bèrè fún ìbùkún Olúwa kí Ọlọ́run bùkún fẹ́ fi bọ̀ látọ̀jú tó ti ń pọ́n yín lé ẹ wá wo bó ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ yín. Mo pity ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣe Kírísítẹ́nì o ẹ̀yin tẹ́ gbé Jésù sórí k'Ọlọ́run ń ṣàánú o. Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú gbogbo wa ni because àwọn ní Jésù wọ́n lè tẹ̀ wá jẹ́ kí Jésù
Mami Jumi Eko.
Ẹ jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ mo pé blood of Jesus.
Kí ló dé ẹ jẹ́ kó máa sọ ẹ máa gbọ́ blood of Jesus ẹ má pa òun mọ́ wọn tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
Ní ipò mọ́ wọn lẹ́nu ṣebí mo bá wọn ṣe ìmọ̀ rí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀
kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ má pa òun mọ́ lẹ́nu ẹjọ́ sọ̀rọ̀.
Blood of Jesus amọ̀
ìta tí. ẹ ti kó wọn láyà jẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àyà ń padà gbowó
àyà bíbó ó yẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yìí màá mi ẹ bá dámọ̀ rí lóhùn wọ́n fẹ́ dá wà pọ̀
ní. ìṣeré dẹ̀ máa wọ̀rì. ẹ rí gbogbo àwa tó ń pariwo Jesus Olúwa ṣe kinní kan ẹ jẹ́ ń dẹ́rìn payín níjọ́ Sunday night tí mo ṣiṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kan ṣe wá approach mi nípa àwọn lọ sí church pé kí àwọn fẹ́ invite mi nígbà míì lọ sí church. no mo fẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ yìí náà ló fẹ́ bá débẹ̀ ó ní kí wọ́n bá wọn lọ sí church wọ́n ní àmì lọ sí church ó ní kí ṣáà try láti persuade mi wọ́n sọ fún mi ní ṣé tèmi náà bá ń lọ sẹ́gbẹ́ awo mi tí bá pè é ṣé wàá lọ. Mo láláwo ni mí ó ní mo ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe ti bá pè é sẹ́gbẹ́ awo wa ṣé wàá wá ó ní lórúkọ Jésù mo nítorí náà mo ní ẹ máa tanra yín pásítọ̀ yín gun jẹ́ẹ̀tì ń gun gbogbo ẹ̀ kí ni ìwọ ń gùn wá síbi wá ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ blood pressure kò wo nǹkan tó máa read má fi mí sílẹ̀ ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí ẹ má jẹ́ tàn yín ká ti fi eré sápàt Daddy Guresi mo really appreciate yín mi mọṣẹ́ kutukutu tẹ́ ń ṣe I know àti pẹ̀lú tẹ́ wà yẹn Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa dé ilé ìlérí láyọ̀ àtàlàáfíà ṣe understand anything tá bá sọ sí yín lára wà láìtàláì ayọ̀ sí yín lọ́rùn ni torí a rí yín bí bàbá wa bí ẹ̀gbọ́n wa ṣe understand ayọ̀ sí yín lọ́rùn ni kò sẹ́ni tó tójú yín mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe understand ẹ má bínú gbogbo anything tá bá sọ sí yẹn kò wò pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn àwọn ọmọ ẹlẹ́nu yíyọ̀ tó ti jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń ṣàgídí I understand him as well kọ́ má rò pé bóyá ìkíní kẹ̀bẹ̀ ìkejì kẹ̀bẹ̀ bọ̀ àwa la rí inú àwa la rí ta àǹṣọ lọ́hùn o bọ̀yẹn tó wà pẹ̀lú àwọn pípì yóò ní rí wọn àwọn tó ń pe bàbá Mohbad ti pọ̀ jù bàbá náà ti kọ́nu orí àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ ń mú àwọn ọmọ táwọn mọ́ bọ̀ ẹ wọ́n ká wọ àwa tí ká ti ń kà àwa gan lọ̀rẹ́ yín ṣe understand àwa lọmọ yín ẹ jọ torí ọlọ́gọ́ mẹ́rin náà lè máa jáde ẹ máa ju wákàtí yẹn lọ ẹ máa ṣàìmọye ọdún láyé lórúkọ Jésù a máa wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ gbọ́ sí wa lẹ́nu a lè tí orí yín bọ náà lórúkọ Jésù ẹ jọ torí Ọlọ́run ṣe ti gbọ́ ṣe wá ní ọgá yìí tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe wòtòwòtò ẹ jọ torí Ọlọ́run fún wa wòtòwòtò sẹ́sì mi mo mí sì tẹ́ ṣe lẹ́ẹ̀kan o ṣe understand orin yẹn gbé mi lọ fẹ́rẹ́fẹ́ mo jàmọ̀lá àti ọbẹ̀ ewédú àti gbẹ̀gìrì ó gbé.
You want to guard your money to the ends. Ó fi títóbi Ọlọ́run ọba bẹ̀yìn ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ torí t'Ọlọ́run. But I want you to know that we will not give the enemy. We will not give the enemy the chance to clap over us. Mo bẹ̀yìn ni o ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ torí t'Ọlọ́run. Me, I will say it over and over and over again. Wípé I am not afraid of death o. Rárá o. Rárá. But there's something you should know as a Christian. That Father, don't let me fall into the hands of my enemy. Don't let men prevail over me. If God had by himself ordained that I should live long, why would by the mouth of men death will come to me? And I will agree when I'm the child of the Lion of the tribe of Judah. For every Christian, home is sweet, because that is where our Jesus is anyway. If it's just one here, so people are lying, people are terrible and everything, and you do not want to go home. I want to, but he has to be the one to beckon to ask me to come home. So please, I'm begging you once again, because if I say I'm going to be calling, please, I'm begging you by the mercies of God. I've never betrayed anybody's trust. Thank you for your support, everybody. Thank you for the trust that you have in me, to have chosen me to say, be a voice. I've not changed. Yes, it's a misunderstanding, but I'd like you to know that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. Baba Liãn, ó gbé àwọn kan sí abẹ́ ilé wọn rí oòrùn wọn rí òṣùpá. See, let me tell you, if you want to have a powerful fast, lock yourself indoor for 3 days. And to bá fẹ́ kó pákó, I tell you, tó oòrùn tó òṣùpá. If you are doing it in truth, Ọlọ́run ọba, tọ́ta kan bá ró tiẹ̀ ní ẹ, tó bá dúró pé but they are doing their own. They are not doing it rightly. Òun ni gbogbo àṣírí ṣe fi ń tú. Because we have a unity, we have a voice, and they want to break the unity. Even God was afraid when men were united at the Tower of Babel. You do not remember me? They said we are going to mount until we get to heaven. God was looking at them. They are doing it, oh. They are doing it, oh. You know what it is? He scattered their voices so that they will not agree. Only that when they do not agree. Wọ́n bọ́ra wọn yé mọ́ in tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gan lẹ́yìn ní o. Wípé ẹjẹ́ amórí grace kúrò lẹ́yìn alọ́ba, so that n tá a fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ kó lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ má gbèsù láyè. Ẹ má gbèsù láyè. wọ́n ti rí pé a ti débi àṣeyọrí mo sọ fún yín mo ní DNA lọ́lọ́ fi ṣe exhibit A. Have I not told you? DNA ni because kò lè yẹ. Ọlọ́run. So please DNA ò gbọ́dọ̀ fẹ́ẹ̀lì fẹ́ẹ̀lì nígbà tí ò fẹ́ẹ̀lì látọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run kò fẹ́ẹ̀lì látọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run àwa fẹ́ẹ̀lì sí and what will make it to fail is that when we do not agree ẹ má jẹ́ ká ráàrin wa mọ́ let them not know what is going on. You foot soldiers keep the guard. You know what was Uriah? You know what he told David? When David said, go home and go. We are at war. I go nowhere. Everybody has his interest at heart. You know, everybody or interest babani, everybody ní lọ́kàn. And gbogbo nǹkan tó dẹ̀ ń sọ yìí, like they all keep saying, gbogbo wa à ń ṣe nítorí ọmọ tó ṣaláìsí ni ó máa pọ́dún méjì tọmọ ikú tó bá dọ̀tún làbí ọjọ́ mélòó kan. So kí bàbá jọ nítorí Ọlọ́run, we don't need to be begging him. Kò tiẹ̀ ń ṣe nǹkan tá gbọ́dọ̀, kò yẹ kó tiẹ̀ jáde sí gbogbo wa nígbà táwọn tó ń ṣe agbátẹrù ẹ̀ tán ti sọ ó yẹ kí bàbá ti ṣe ń gbà yẹn kó tó wá di pé a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wá ń tì síbi wá di ṣẹ̀mọ̀ kò yẹ kó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ nǹkan ọ̀tìjú ló jẹ́ fún wa, but anyway it is what it is. Adẹ̀tí débi tá ti bára wa kàn jọ nítorí ọlọ́ngò rẹ̀ tí lè sọ pé máa jáde ní 4 so tó bá ti jáde ní 4 yẹn pé bàbá máa sign it, so we are expecting a favorable result from Baba. Kí Baba go ahead and sign it. Kade continue tó yẹ ká continue cause mo ti gbọ́ táwọn onílé kejì lọ́hùn sọ pé on the 11 àwọn máa mú t-shirt àwọn máa máa ń kára DNA is a motive kọ́lọ́hún jọ inú ọlá ńlẹ̀ gbogbo ibi tí gbogbo wa fọkàn sí kí gbogbo ẹ̀ jáde sí rere because ọ̀rọ̀ DNA yìí ó ń jẹ mí lọ́kàn gan bó dẹ̀ ṣe ń jẹ mí lọ́kàn náà mo mọ̀ pé ó ń jẹ a lot of people náà lọ́kàn because this is the last thing tí a máa ṣe tó jẹ́ pé a dẹ̀ tún máa fi padà sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ká tó tún wá gbọ̀nà icons lọ so tí wọ́n bá ti ṣe DNA tí positivity ẹ̀ ti jáde gbogbo àwọn táwọn consortium of lawyers yìí tí gbogbo àwọn lọ́yà tó gbarapọ̀ yìí tó fẹ́ gbé lọ sí high court àti gbogbo àwọn tó ń sùn á lè jẹ́ kọ́rọ̀ yẹn bọ́ sí ìyẹn ní nǹkan kejì dẹ́ni nǹkan kẹta ẹ jẹ́ ká máa tolerate ara wa téèyàn bá sọ̀rọ̀ kò mí pé yóò mọ̀rọ̀ sọ kò ń ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ta síyàn náà lèèyàn máa gbọ́n dànù and then even though gbogbo wa bára wa ní orí app ni ẹ jẹ́ ká máa fi ọ̀wọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ sí olúkálukú mẹ́ńtó tó olúkálukú mẹ́ńtó jùlọ ní sọ pé nítorí pé orí platform tí gbogbo á ti bára wa so ẹni tó bá tiẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ because mo gbọ́ tí èèyàn kan sọ mọ́mí jíbèbè ń sọ ní ìjẹta pé nígbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ màmá pé àwọn ju kí lorúkọ ẹ lọ àwọn ju rich
mọ́mí òrèǹdé ẹjọ́ fẹ́ lọ sórí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mọ́.
mi ò lọ sórí ẹ̀ mú kàn ń sọ ni ẹ jẹ́ ká fúnra wa ní ọ̀wọ̀ kí respect wà yẹn lèmi kàn fẹ́ sọ mi ò lọ sórí ẹ̀ mo kàn ń try láti sọ ni pé ẹ jọ tí gbogbo abúlé bá fi pàdé ara wa ọ̀wọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ náà la ẹ jẹ́ ká kúnra wa lé ọmọdé ń pa àgbàlagbà lé àgbàlagbà náà ń pọ̀ ọmọdé lé tèmi ojú ìyẹn lọ èmi ò kì í sábà sọ̀rọ̀ lórí platform ẹ̀ǹkọ̀ọ̀kan náà ni mo máa ń dìde láti sọ so ó ti tán mà ẹ lè drop mi kẹ́ lè gbẹ́ lòmí gòkè ẹ ṣé gan ọ̀rọ̀ mi ò jù yẹn lọ.
Okay, thank you ma for that thank you for your good submission. Òótọ́ ni ká máa pọ́nra wálé ọ̀wọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀ lára ń fẹ́ ṣòtí yẹn respect is reciprocal is very important on this app. Mami Jumi
ó tún bó ìgbà téèyàn bá sọ náà lèèyàn máa ní mo lè sọ ìgbà míì ẹ kàn let it fly not because èèyàn ò mọ̀rọ̀ sọ silence at times silence is golden ìgbà míì even tẹ́ ẹ bá tiẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn èèyàn gan náà máa ní àgbà tó dẹ̀ ṣe báyìí ẹ kàn jẹ́ ká kàn pọ́nra wa lé which is very vital ẹ ṣé gan mo dúpẹ́ mà ẹ lè drop mi.
Thank you ma thank you. Ìgbà tẹ́lẹ̀ Mami Jumi èkó ṣe fẹ́ gbé ìfọ̀míṣọ̀ ẹ ṣì wà ń bẹ̀ mọ́ mi rí tẹ́ ẹ bá tẹ́lẹ̀ lórí màá gbé yín.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Bàbá mi, ìyá mi. ẹ káàsán, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú òru.
Ẹ̀yin wá bá aṣọ orílẹ̀-èdè kí ló dé wá bá ṣe náà ìvìjì.
Tí bá sọ nǹkan tó jú mi ṣáà kó mi ìsùn bí ṣe dé láti fi ṣe látàárọ̀ àná mi ìsùn. Mo dẹ̀ ní ṣù pé kàkín wá ṣe mo tán kí ní ẹsẹ̀gbẹ́ mo gọ́ lọ ni. Pàtí mo ní mo lọ́rùn ṣeun. Iye tó o pé wò ó jẹun kí n tún padà sórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì jàre. Mo rí látẹ̀kọ́ mo wà bẹ́ẹ̀ fún fóònù kejì mú nǹkan wọlé mi. Àti mo rí Mr. Guresi mo fẹ́ wọlé kí n wá sọ fún wọn pé orí ìkúnlẹ̀ mo wà látàná mo káwọ́ sókè ni o. Ṣé n káwọ́ mi sílẹ̀?
Inú wọn sì rọ̀ inú.